Hello, hello. Happy Wednesday, guys. How is everybody out there? I hope you're doing good. I have a mess here in front of me. I'm trying to do a few things here. If you caught the title, guys, we're prepping for a road trip. So this is, we kind of travel with things that we like to eat because, yeah, well, whatever. So guys, my name's Jan. I am coming to you from the kitchen tonight. Not fixing dinner. I failed with dinner. We were supposed to have steaks and I forgot to get them out of the freezer. So we are just doing sloppy joes tonight with some cucumbers on the side. And yep, so I'm kind of throwing together something. Like I said, we're prepping for a road trip. But guys, if you're getting on here with me live, if you can see a red live up in the corner, I would love it if you would type live in the comments. Let me know where you're watching from. If you're catching me later on, it'll say was live up there. That just means you're catching Facebook replay, which is wonderful too. Thank you so much for tuning in later on or whenever you tune in. I don't care. Live, replay, whatever. But like I said, guys, my name's Jan. I live in Southeast Nebraska. I love sharing our low-carb to keto type lifestyle. I'm not sure I mentioned. If you're catching the replay, type replay in the comments. Let me know where you're watching from. We are planning a road trip this weekend and taking some family along with us, granddaughters, my daughter, and they actually requested, and I'll show you, something we used to travel with all the time, guys. I don't know if you guys have all, we called them, well, they're no-bake energy bites. I can't get this thing open. Hi, Crystal, how are you? We used to travel with these all the time. Now this recipe, guys, uses oatmeal. And oatmeal, we know, affects Dave's blood sugar really, really bad. So I did a twist on it. And I'm going to show you what I am doing for him and I. I'm probably going to make these for my granddaughters. I mean, they're 14, 15, I don't know, 15, maybe going on 16. I lose track. But they're about this big around. So the oatmeal isn't going to be horrible for them, but I don't want Dave to have it. So, and I really don't need it either, okay? So what have I got going on, guys? Peanut butter, okay? And then I've got a couple tablespoons of butter here. I'm going to see if I can knock that down in there. It's all softened at room temperature butter, okay? Hi, Sue. So I'm just going to mix these two together. Now, guys, the peanut butter I use is my homemade peanut butter, okay? Super simple to make, really easy to make, actually. I make my homemade peanut butter because all that's in it is dry roasted peanuts and olive oil. And you can salt it if you want. I usually don't. I don't know. So I've made that on a live before, guys. If anybody needs to know how to make peanut butter and wants me to do a live making peanut butter, drop peanut butter in the comments and I'll try to get that done. Probably not this week, maybe next week, okay? But guys, I share stuff like this in my group, Diabetic Eats with Jan and Dave. If you're not in that group, but you'd like to have recipes, tips, tricks, ideas, maybe just some motivation, some support, drop group in the comments and I'll get you a link underneath your comment that says group where you can tap that link and request to join. Or you can go to the top of the Facebook page and search Diabetic Eats with Jan and Dave. You do not have to be diabetic to be in there, but you can request to join the group for all the good stuff that's going on. So I've got peanut butter and butter in here, okay? Now, I'm going to use powdered sweetener. This is, I like Lakanto's brand. This is a monk fruit and erythritol blend, okay? Hi, Lisa. Hey, Shelby. Debbie, how are you guys? Okay, going to put that up. So I'm just going to mix these together, guys, just like so. Sometimes those have some clumps in them, so you just want to smash the clumps down and get those clumps out. And that's about it, okay? Now, what am I going to add to this to take the place of the oatmeal? Well, I'm going to tell you, okay? So, hemp hearts, guys. I am making They're an energy ball, low carb, higher protein, pretty good protein in them. I will do that, Lisa. Hemp hearts, guys. Hemp hearts are 10 grams of protein in 3 tablespoons. So that's pretty good protein. They're, let's see. They're full of omegas, okay? 3 and 6 omegas, so that's pretty cool. And they're just really good. They're kind of a nutty little thing. Someone's having snacks. He's fixing some cucumbers. He's probably snacking on cucumbers over there. Okay, so I've got some hemp hearts. This is what they look like, guys. Really good, nutritious, delicious. Hemp hearts, ground flaxseed is the next thing going in. Now, that other recipe that I showed you did have ground flax seeds in it too, okay? You know what? I'm going to add a few more hemp hearts. I think, no, I'm going to leave it go. Okay, 1/4 of a cup of ground flaxseed, okay, guys? Now, when a recipe calls for ground flaxseed, I used to use just any old ground flaxseed. Hi, Vicki, thank you so much. I do love the golden flaxseed. I compared the two of them. The golden isn't, I feel like the other has a little bit of a bitter flavor, so I do like this. I'll pay a little extra for the golden flaxseed. Chocolate chips. And these are Chalk Zero, guys. They're a milk chocolate baking chip. Chalk Zero has a lot of chips, I'm not gonna lie. So about 1/4 of a cup of chocolate chips. And then I've got about a cup of walnuts. Now, this is where, awesome, Lisa, that's great. This is where, this is pretty negotiable, okay? Dave's not fond of almonds, so I would think, you know, a lot of people would use like sliced almonds or slivered almonds or something like that. He's not fond of that. Now, you could probably use about any nut. Hazelnuts might be good. Anything like that. Just watch the calories of the nuts. Walnuts are really, really good, guys. They've got lots of brain power. Actually, I saw this the other day. Things that we eat, hey Jewel, hi Angie. Things that we eat sometimes are shaped like our body parts. So if you look at a walnut, you know, it kind of looks like it's split in half like our brain, and then it's all crunchy, kind of like our brain. And they say walnuts are really good for your brain. So how amazing is that? There's a few other things I saw, but the walnuts stuck in my mind for some reason, and I don't really know why. But anyway, and then I'm going to put in about 1/4 of a cup of unsweetened coconut. Okay, guys? Unsweetened. Make sure when you're buying this stuff, it's unsweetened coconut flakes. And that's it. I'm going to stir this all together. It's going to come together kind of a doughy, gooey. Now, if you've ever made those energy balls, you know that they're kind of doughy, gooey, whatever you want to call it. I don't know. But they just, there's some moisture to them. Hey, Jewel, thanks for sharing. Guys, I appreciate anybody who shares out my videos. You just never know who out there needs to see what I've got going on here. I know we were in a bad spot when I started doing all this. I struggled to find any information and stuff like that, which is why I started doing it, because I thought, why not help other people? You know, we found some great supplements that helped Dave lose 100 pounds. It's helped me lose 50 pounds. It's helped both of us with our mental clarity, being able to think more clearly. Hey, Northern Kansas. I was raised in Northern Kansas. I know where that's at. Nice to have you, Valerie. So like I was saying, guys, the duos that we found absolutely turned our lives around, which in turn helped us to be able to maintain our lifestyle and all of that. Hi, Kathy. So I love them. He loves them. We don't go a day without them. So if you need information on those supplements, the duos mainly, That's what we started with. Yes, we do use some other stuff. We use their collagen and the nighttime drink and stuff like that. Hey, Debbie. I'm just going to lick my finger. But we started with the duos, guys, and I know what they can do. So this is all mixed together. Now I'm going to grab just a cookie thing. And what I'm going to do is just put these in balls. Hey, thank you, Valerie. I appreciate that. Put these in balls, put them on parchment paper, and I forgot to get it out. A parchment paper lined baking sheet, put them in the fridge until they harden up. Then I'm going to probably, because we're going to take them on the road trip, look at that guy. He's going to get me some parchment paper. Bless his heart, I'm telling you. Then I'm probably going to put them in the freezer so that they are frozen before we head out on our road trip, okay? Thank you, dear. I do appreciate that. What a sweetheart, right? So, guys, like I said, I'm just going to take these out of here, make them in there, and flop them on the parchment paper. I don't care if they're rolled into balls or not. I probably will not. If you smash it in there tight enough, they pretty well stay together, just like that. So, I might put them together just a little better. But, guys, that's how simple, that's how easy. Lots and lots of goodness in there. The coconut is great for you because it's unsweetened. You don't get all the carbs and the calories from the other recipe. Yes, I am going to make that other recipe for my granddaughters because they requested. So, hey, that's what it'll be. But this is how easy it is, guys. We substitute things. I don't give up anything. I substitute, okay? That's what low carb is all about. Substituting one thing for something that doesn't affect your blood sugars the way those other things do, okay? That doesn't make any sense, and I'm sorry. But anyway, guys, if you'd like to be in my group, Diabetic Eats with Jan and Dave, please drop group in the comments. I will get back to you with a link to join. If you're in the group, please invite your friends and family. There's an invite button on there. Hi, Cindy. There's an invite button in that group. You can invite people. Let them know you're inviting them, because even if I approve it, if they don't go and accept that invite, they're not going to get to stay in there. So they need to go and accept that. Oh, yeah, you should. So anyway, guys, I'll get this recipe all typed up. I'll get it over in that group so that it'll be there for you guys. Probably tomorrow. I got to go take care of my tomato plants tonight. Like I said, we're getting ready to leave, so I need to get a bunch of stuff done. But tomorrow during nap time, I should have a little bit of time. So, Cindy, I'll get you a link to get things done. But like I said, I'd love to have you join us over there. If you need information on those duos that I was talking about, you need to make sure you type duos in the comments, and I'll get back to you about that. So, as always, guys, I appreciate you for tuning in. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments. And remember, smile. Pass that smile on. We'll chat with y'all later. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Bye-bye.